Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo, along with Andrew Chang here. We're taking you through the early afternoon games for Week 13 of the 2020 NFL season. Third game on the board is a battle of the AFC South. We have the Indianapolis Colts going to the Houston, not on Andrew's shirt, Texans.
Oh.
You got to wear the right shirt to do it, man.
Dude.
Either that or you got to do the tearaway. I want you to do the tearaway one day. Without breaking my microphone.
I didn't make enough money for that.
So. Darn it. You're making good money on your bets, though. Come on. We'll get you a new shirt. We'll get you a new shirt. But yeah, again, this is the Indianapolis Colts going to the Houston Texans. Indy is the favorite here at -3.5, and your total is 51.5. So Indy gets teased across the 0-2 plus 2.5. Houston gets teased up to plus 9.5. Your over gets teased down to 45.5, and your under gets teased up to 57.5. So I'm going to double check these numbers just to make sure they're up to date. So give me your breakdown of what you think about this game.
Houston Texans plus 9.5
as a teaser. It's actually now 50.5. 50.5 is the total. There we go.
That's a little tough.
Why?
Well,
what makes this game so tough? Tell me.
Well,
I know.
I'm a hometown guy.
Yes.
That's what makes it tough.
Okay.
Now, if you put emotions aside, and I'm a big Texans fan. I love my Texans. God, I can't believe I'm saying this. But the Colts should destroy us.
Why?
For sure. Well, let's face it. You got Jonathan Taylor and a terrible Nyheim Hines who will just kind of run all over you with this sorry rush defense that we have, or run defense that we have. Our defense is a shadow of what it was beforehand. I would say 2 seasons ago. Not only that, I feel that is Will Fuller injured again?
He's not injured. You really didn't read the news, did you? He's suspended for PEDs.
I'm not saying that I was his street
So
pharmacist.
is Bradley Roby, by the way.
So, with one of Deshaun's weapons out of action, I just feel like it's up to old man Brandon Cooks and...
It's not that old. Don't say that.
Yeah, he's kind of old. Brandon Cooks and Kenny Stills to be your wide receivers out at that point. Doesn't look very good.
Yeah, Randall Cobb's on IR, so it's Brandon Cooks, Kenny Stills, and Kiki QT are your main 3, along with Jordan Akins as your tight ends. Now, one note is David Johnson should be good in returning from IR, but yeah, as we both know, he's not the David Johnson of 2016. So don't get too excited.
Dude, that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, but
and seeing how close we are to 2021 is like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So as a Texans fan, I can objectively say the Colts are a better team. And
I'm glad you can say that, especially since you're not a giant believer in the Colts.
I think I might cough out blood, but at the same time, I might just have to. Let me look at this line. The Colts plus 2.5. Yeah, give me that. It doesn't matter if they're home or away. I would definitely take the Colts.
So you don't care about the value of it. You just think the Colts are going to win it overall, and you just want to just tease it over regardless of value.
Let me look at the over, because you didn't announce that to everybody
else. Over is 44.5. Under is 56.5.
Yeah, I don't like the over for sure, because you just don't really know how many run plays that the Colts are going to have versus what kind of incompletions the Texans are going to have.
Okay.
I mean, do you agree with that?
That's not necessarily the angles I'm thinking about in this game, so that thought never really comes across my mind as much. Running plays, not as much, but especially incompletions, I really don't think of it as incompletions. Nobody really thinks of that unless you have a really terrible quarterback. So, running plays, kind of.
Deshaun Watson is not a terrible quarterback. I just feel that the support cast around him is not the best. And I think
it's true.
I can agree with that because I love these Texans. Right. And it hurts me to say that Indy should come out with a win.
Right.
Although I don't feel too wrong about saying that Indy should come out with a win.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. This is based off of what you would be betting. That's all it is.
I mean, if I were to bet this game, which is not likely, because I mean, as I don't really take it as a value for plus 2.5 for the Colts.
Neither would I.
Yeah,
you're not in a situation where you need to tease it. So
I mean, if you wanted to bet this game,
unless you just have a ton of confidence in it,
that's the lean I would take though.
Plus 2.5. Okay.
Plus 2.5 for the Colts.
I
enlighten me, Danny.
I know
what you want.
Yeah, it's hard because you do expect Indy to win this game, especially with Houston having a lack of weapons. But this is a game which I don't like any of the total, any of the spreads in this game. So I'm going to lean to a total in this game. And I'm doing this based off of what I like about the Indianapolis Colts. I like defense. I like their team. So I'm going to lean to the under in this game, under 56.5, just because Houston doesn't have the weapons it had before. And if they lean to the running game a little bit more, that's a smaller issue with Indy's defense. Even though Indy's defense has an injury problem or two, I think they're still good enough to be able to keep Houston's score total down enough. And Indy's probably going to lean to the run a little bit more now because they're playing against a Houston team that doesn't stop the run. Actually, I think they're one of the lowest ranked run defenses in the league. So Rivers wouldn't have to pass as much.
Texans or
the Texans? Yeah,
we're just a low ranked defense. Overall.
Just overall, but their run defense is atrocious for sure.
Oh God!
So yeah, Indy should be running the ball more and having to utilize Phillip Rivers a little bit less. So I'm going to take the under in this game, 56.5. It's a big number to me in a game that I deem to be not low scoring, but low enough to keep it under 56 points.
That kind of hurts me, but it's the honest truth. We're not that good at defense. The Texans, as in we. And Indy is looking pretty good. As opposed to, wait, did they get smashed by Tennessee?
They did.
They
did, but they're still in playoff contention. So
yeah,
sure. They're in the wild card right now.
Okay, but I just don't. I don't think the Texans have it.
Okay,
they just don't.
So Indy plus 2.5 is that what I'm putting in for you? All right, there you go. Indy plus 2.5 for Andrew. Not something I would pick in terms of value, but I mean, as we've said before, if you like it, bet it.
I mean, but straying off the beaten path, would you take the Texans at all?
If they had all of their personnel, yes, but because they don't have Fuller.
On.
Yeah, I would. No, because Watson can keep the game close. He can get in that little back door. He can get enough to be able to backdoor under 10 points. So I would if he had Fuller and if they had Bradley Roby as well. That would help on defense as well. But because he lacks some of his offensive weapons, Will Fuller is like a really good wide receiver.
Oh, for sure.
And so he helps open up Brandon Cooks. But since it's only Cooks by himself, that means Xavier Rhodes can concentrate just on Cooks, and then thus you depend on Kenny Stills and Kiki QT and the rest of the run game. So yeah, it's a totally different story.
It's also a division rivalry game, and
Indy's playing for something. Indy's got to win to stay in contention. So.
Correct, and the Texans are just playing for spoilers. They're just out. They're out. The best they can do is 8-8, and I'm not even sure they can hit that.
That's not gonna. I don't think they will either. It's all right. Get a good draft pick. That's my answer.
Thanks, Danny.
You're welcome.
You'll see.
Plan for the future.
Hey, you'll see. 2 weeks. Black and gold. First loss.
I don't care. I don't want them to really go undefeated, but that's a totally different thing. I don't care. That's what they win the Super Bowl.
Mark my words. Buffalo Bills.
I don't care. You're telling me something that I don't care about. I mean, I want them to win, yes.
You're already 10-0, Danny. Of course you don't care.
Yeah. I just need them to win the Super Bowl. I don't care how they do. I don't care about an undefeated season. Just win the Super Bowl. That's all I care about. All I care about is winning the Super Bowl and making my bets hit. That's all I care about. It's what's most important. Doesn't matter how you get there as long as you get there. Right?
I'm honestly happy that they covered the teaser line.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. You can keep praising me for that. You can pay my
just
money
the under. I had Pittsburgh though.
Yeah, I know, but you were pretty firm on the over.
I was pretty firm on the over, and I was just like,
But anyways, we are Andrew's going to take Indy plus 2.5, tease them up over the 0 plus 2.5 in this game. I am going to tease the under in this game down to 56, up to 56.5. I think it's going to be a little bit lower scoring than most people think. So those are the sides we're going with. Don't think I'm going to be able to bet this game. I don't think he's going to be able to bet this game either. This is a tough week in general for betting, but this is definitely one I'm going to stay further away from unless the lines move. But I don't see it moving as much come Sunday or earlier. But
I see a couple value games ahead of us.
Later on. We'll get to those in the coming videos. But let us know in the comments below how you think this game is going to go. If you like either the sides or totals, let us know in the comments. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us in this preview. But until next time, make sure you get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease.